Before we let you go, Weijia, I wanted to ask you about a different topic. The president and his legal team have confirmed that the president submitted written answers to questions from the special counsel. So what do we know about the scope of those questions and what it might mean for the investigation moving forward? Could it be wrapping up?
Well, the Trump legal team has made very clear that we're not going to see, at least from them, exactly what was written and presented to the special counsel. Earlier this week, the president said it was he himself who came up with the answers, even though his attorneys have been working on them for well over a month. Of course, the negotiations to even get to this point have been ongoing as well. And what we can tell you is that they were limited. The questions themselves were limited to possible collusion with Russia during the campaign. But what was off limits, off the table, is any potential obstruction since the president took office. And so we know that any questions he answered, and we believe there are about 15 questions, were focused on potential Russian meddling, and not an attempt to cover it up. So just because these have now been submitted does not indicate, at least we cannot draw the conclusion that the investigation itself is wrapping up. There is a chance that Mueller looks at the answers and he's not satisfied and he has follow-up questions. There's another chance that, despite having these answers in front of him, he subpoenas President Trump anyway. And so that has been the ongoing big question, whether the president will sit down for an interview. I do think this buys him some time to avoid that in-person interview and to avoid a subpoena. But there is no indication that Mueller plans to wrap up the probe anytime soon, even though that is what the Trump team and the president himself continues to demand, saying it's time. You've had plenty of opportunity to come up with something, so let's wrap this up now.
Weijia, thanks a lot.
Thank you.